Hello everyone, how's everyone doing? It's Noel, and for today's video, I'm going to be unboxing the Canon EOS 70D. I bought it off from MPP, paid about $294 for the body, plus tax, which is like $26. And as for the result, I paid about almost $330 for it. And with that said, let's go ahead and unbox it. You can definitely tell that I did buy it from MPP because of its logo on the tape. So let's go ahead and cut the package. Oop. Hopefully I did this right. Okay. All right, here we go. Just gotta use a tape. Why did I buy the Canon EOS 70D even though I have my very first DSLR Canon camera, which is the Canon EOS Rebel T7/2000D, which is right over here. I had this for 4 months, and if you do want to see my unboxing video, the link will be in the description down below. Honestly, this is like a minor upgrade as I wanted to use this as my backup, while the 70D will be my main. So here we go. All right, here we go. By the way, I'm not gonna try to show the shipping label due to the privacy purposes, as it contains my home address. And there's a lot of paper. Obviously, it's garbage. But yes, I will provide it on screen, how much I paid for it, and show you the camera. Anyway, first we have is a bunch of paper. This is a strap for your Canon camera, which I am gonna keep. It's the same one like my very first DSLR Canon EOS Rebel T7/2000D. This is a first party Canon charger for the battery, which is nice. Gonna keep that. And last but not least, we can get this plastic off. I'm gonna put the box to the side. Put the scissors inside the box. Here's the body itself. Look at that. Man, this thing, it feels so heavy compared to my Canon 2000D. This one feels like lightweight. But this one, it definitely feels heavy because of its weight. And let me check to see if there's a battery included. Yep, it is. It's made by Watson, so this is a third-party battery, not first-party. Third-party batteries should be fine, as long if it works properly. I am so sorry. I had to pause the video because I need to get rid of all the trash like the brown paper, but I am back. If you're asking me where am I filming, I am filming this in my bedroom. Unfortunately, I have nowhere to film, so I had to film here. But anyway, I am back. Here's what the camera looks like. By the way, thankfully the cap is included, so that's good. If we slide my thumb to the left, this is where you're gonna put your memory card. I'm not sure what this button does, but once I turn it on, then I'll have to like figure out for myself. And you got that button right here if you want to change lens. Like let's say you don't want to use the kit lens, but you want to use the 50mm lens, also known as the Nifty 50. Just press it, turn left, and this is the ability to, you know, change the lens. And as far as how many megapixels is on the 70D, it's 20 megapixels, whereas my Canon EOS Rebel T7/2000D has 24 megapixels, which is still good. To attach the lens, all you gotta do is just make sure that white is aligned, what you're seeing right here. Make sure it matches, and then turn right until you hear a click. It's easy as that. You got your camera shutter button to take a picture. I'll go over these buttons once I turn it on, and you do get that screen over here, which is very nice. which you only see that on older DSLR Canon cameras like the Canon 5D series, 60, 7D, or even like the 60D, 70D like that. Very nice. Over here, you got your roller shutter speed, which feels soft. I like it, even though mirrorless Canon cameras with their roller shutter speed, it's not soft anymore, which I don't like. It has a different feel to it. It's pretty cool. On the left, you got your off-on switch, and if you want to use the dial roller, you have to press this button. Without it, it's not going to move. So to do that, press this button, and you can change whatever settings you want to use on this camera. I'm only going to go manual just because a lot of photographers like me use manual only. We don't rely on, you know, other settings. You got your menu button, information, your viewfinder. This right here is supposed to be for the viewfinder. If you want to take a photo, you have to switch right here. But if you want to change to video, if you want to use this camera for YouTube videos, turn left. And to record a video, you have to press this button. Start, stop, if you want to end the video. If you want to use the viewfinder to take a photo, just press this button right here. And if you want to use the live view through the screen, then just press it again. On the top, this is where you're going to mount your accessories like a shotgun mic if you want to use external audio for YouTube videos, which of course, it has a mic, so that's a good thing, even though my Canon T7 does not have that, unfortunately, so I have to use the camera's built-in mic for YouTube videos. And you can also mount a external flash too, if you don't want to use the camera's built-in flash. You got your AF on. You got like the zoom thing. You got the Q button, which I'll have to like turn it on to see what it does. If you want to see your photos and videos button. You got that roller. It's nice. You got a button here, set button, the trash button if you want to delete a photo or video. You got your lock. And the nice thing about this camera is that it has a flip screen. It's cool. So if you want to use this camera for vlogging, if you're a vlogger, there you go. You can hold your camera like this. If you're doing photography, then you can flip it like this, or you can do something like this. Very cool. On the bottom, this is where you're gonna mount a tripod, like let's say if you're doing real estate photography. Yeah, pretty cool. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. First, let's go ahead and flip the screen. By the way, there is no SD card in the camera, but I did take a photo, which I'll provide it on screen to see what the image looks like. And by the way, I was using the auto ISO just to do a photo test. The cool thing about this camera is that it is touchscreen too, which is cool. And it does autofocus too. I'm gonna go ahead and take the cap off. So like, let's say if I wanna change the ISO, yeah, I can do that. And it does slide too. I think this is supposed to be the shutter speed. This is supposed to be for aperture, I think. Okay, it is. As I was zooming the lens. You got your Q button, like let's say you wanna change the autofocus, the drive mode. If you wanna change your image size, if you want JPEG or RAW. Your white balance, picture style, something like that. This button right here is the light for right here. It's cool. ISO, we press that. Takes you to the ISO speed. If I press this button, this is the mentoring mode, if I said that right. Get your drive. If I press it, I can do single shoot, high speed shooting, low speed, silent shooting. It's pretty cool. And you got autofocus button. You can do a one shot, AI focus, something like that. And this button right here, this is supposed to be the for the viewfinder. And if I press this button, the flash pops up. Nice. And this button right here, I'll have to see what it does. I think this is supposed to be like something, I'm not sure what this button does, but it does show right here. I'll have to look details to it. Now let's go ahead and switch it to video mode. And with this lock switch, if I slide up, if I try to like roll, it's definitely locked, so I could not change the settings. But if I want to change the settings with this roller, by the way, you can press buttons, which is cool. If I unlock it like so, sliding down, this right here changes. So I believe this is aperture, if I'm right. While this one is shutter speed. This is not ISO. ISO is right over here. I'm trying to like figure this correctly for myself. Okay. And if we press the Q button, or if we tap right here, you can change the video settings if needed. And as for the maximum video quality, it can shoot at 1080p at 30 frames per second. No 60 frames, no 4K video, just 1080p. There's different types of 1080p at 30 frames, which is nice. And you have 24 frames per second, which is the cinematography standard. It's nice. I'll definitely use this camera for cinematography. Very amazing. I like it. By the way, I'm gonna switch this to a manual so that it doesn't keep focusing. So yeah, there you go. Much better. But yeah, pretty cool. If you need fully understanding what these two are, here you go. It will give you a better understanding. As I was going over with these three buttons, this button right here, this is definitely a zoom. This button does nothing. I'm not really sure. But this button right here, autofocus on. If I press it, you hear a beep. It's supposed to lock on for the autofocus. But you have to ensure that with your lens, you have to make sure that it's switched to autofocus, not manual. Otherwise, this button may not work. And I am using the Mario amiibo figure just for a test. By the way, I did press the button. It does take a photo. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And I'm gonna check to see how many is the speed for continuation shooting. So yeah, I'm gonna take off the lens, so I'll be right back. Before I press this button to do a continuation shooting speed on this camera, I set to the maximum shutter speed. And if you want continuation shooting, all you gotta do is press this button. Make sure you set to high speed continuation. Hold down the shutter button for fast continuation shooting. I want to see how fast it is, so here we go. Wow, this is absolutely fast. Now let's try it with the Canon EOS Rebel T7/2000D. If I can focus for continuation shooting, you have to press the Q button, go to single shooting right here, this settings, continuation shooting, press that, and I set to the maximum shutter speed, which is 4000. Whereas the 70D, it's 8000. So let's see how the speed is on this entry-level Canon T7. So here we go. By the way, I did have to take out the SD card so that I don't take too many photos on this. So here we go. Three speed, 7 speed, which the speed is definitely the same as the Canon EOS 5D Mark IV. But yeah, very amazing. Anyway, so that's my unboxing video of the Canon EOS 70D that I bought from MPB. Yes, I am really happy with my purchase, and thankfully this camera works perfectly as a charm. If you enjoyed that video, please leave a like, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.